Sup guys, got some pre-recorded TCGO. I'm recording this on Monday and you'll probably end up watching it while I'm getting trained for cashier on Tuesday. Also during my lunch break, and kind of to segue into this, I haven't done a giveaway in a while and why the fuck not? um, the giveaway I feel like doing this time is if you correctly guess what I had for lunch, I'll be able to read comments as soon as I get back. But first person to guess what I had for lunch will get 3 codes or 3 booster packs of their choice, whatever they feel is fair, in case you want to trade those codes for cards, if you want those codes for booster packs to unlock, that kind of thing. So just let me know what you thought I had for lunch, and then we'll just we'll go from there, I guess. But as you can see, he mulligans a couple times. I'm gonna go ahead and draw some cards in case the deck type isn't evident at this point. He's using the electric deck, the Zek Eel thing, and I'm using the Mewtwo deck that I like using from time to time. In case you're keen with names too, this is also the same guy I played Lost World versus Durant. I believe we played this game before that. So I came back afterwards, and then I was like, here's the deck I have, and I hope you have fun with that. But I'm going to go ahead and use my collector just to get the benches stocked up. I also want to get the Gardevoir line out as soon as possible, but I'm just going to put the Ralts down. I really should have hung on to that level ball. I don't know what I'm doing using it this early, because if his deck is running ends like I think it is, he could have just shuffled out my hand at this point, making it pretty much useless. But I leave Mew in right now, and that's kind of what I got going on so far. He knows what Gardevoir does, though, so I believe after he level balls and he gets, I think he gets 2 Tynamos in play somehow. But he's going to go ahead and catch her in my Ralts and try to take it out. Now, I'm not going to let that happen, because I really do need this thing up for this deck. And what did he do? He used 2 level balls to get 2 Tynamos in play. I don't have a catcher or anything like that. If I wanted to oak into a catcher, that would have been nice, but there wouldn't have been any guarantee that it would have drawn into one. I could have tried to, is I guess what I'm trying to go with. But as you can see, he uses Juniper for a supporter as opposed to an N if he were to have one. And he does that just to get the electric energy in the discard pile, or maybe he didn't have anything else, I don't know. But it was still good play either way. So I evolve Ralts into Kirlia, still has the same retreat cost, just a little more HP, so that's kind of why I do that. I also decide to leave a Mew in my hand, and I'm kind of thinking where I want to put my energy for the turn, whether or not I want to put it on a Mew just to have it ready to see off next turn, or if I want to put it on Kirlia to get it out of there. I decide getting Kirlia out of the active spot, and having a Mew die is probably going to be a little bit more beneficial. As you can see, I have revives, so if one of these Mews dies in action, I can go ahead and revive it. But he is just really keen on getting this Kirlia into play in order to try to take it out. It's getting pretty fucking annoying. But he finally evolves one of his Tynamos into an electric. Is going to go ahead and shuffle out his hand. He can't kill off my Kirlia unless he were to have some switch, retreating, electric. If he were to have a switch, then he would be able to take me out, because he should just switch out to Tynamo, use the electric to put an energy on there, take it out, and then kill it off with Bolt Strike. But I believe I drew into a Gardevoir, so I don't have to P-Com anyways. Gardevoir's Pokeball doubles the Psychic energy, so it still only takes 1 energy. But I'm going to go into Mew, and then I'm going to go ahead and shuffle out my hand. I can't really do anything with it just yet, just because I already put down an energy for the turn. So I'm just going to leave that one in to die, and we'll see what happens from there. Plus, if he takes one of my Mews out, then I do have Twins, so I can go ahead and catch her in the electric and buy myself a little bit of time. That's how that works out. For now, I finally got it successfully up, and I don't think he's going to try to catch it out anymore for some reason. I'm pretty sure he just gives up all his attempts, or he doesn't have any more ways to do it. But there, he stages out a switch, so yeah, he can probably just put another... Oh, he evolved that thing. Okay, never mind. He's not going to go for that. But he doesn't have anything else on the bench. Once I take out the Zekrom, it should be easy. It should be pretty smooth sailing. I don't really know what I'm going to take it out with other than Mewtwo. I can just put a DCE on that and then have that going. Problem is, I haven't seen off a Mewtwo just yet, so my Mews are still not working at all. But I'm going to go ahead and put another double colorless on Mewtwo just to have 4 energies on it. The amount in play between both of us is 7. 7 times 2 being, 14. Add a 0, that's 140. And I'm using Twins. I don't remember what I'm getting. Probably just Sharon, because I don't want to shuffle out this hand for whatever reason, just to get stuff built up. And then a catcher to draw an electric to stall for a little bit of time. Oh, you know what? He had a DCE, so that was 8. That was 8 in play, bringing that up to 160. And that's my Cleffa, so I can go ahead and shuffle out my hand if the occasion ever calls for it. But because he doesn't have any other basics in play, he can't do anything with electric. He's going to have to put some energy on it and then get it out of there. I think he has a switch in his hand somewhere anyways. Or he can junk arm out for it. Because I don't think that Mewtwo stays on the bench very long. He can revenge kill my Mewtwo whenever the fuck he wants to. What's he doing? Collector? Getting some things. As you guys might remember, the Zekrom deck tends to run a couple Mewtwo's in it. Some people run Thundurus. I just like running Raichu just because it's kind of fun. The idea of free treat in that deck is kind of cool. So, what else do we got? He's powering up Zekrom and things, and I'm pretty damn sure he has a way to get that electric out of that active spot in the next turn. Otherwise, I would have captured in the Mewtwo. See, there's the switch. Otherwise, I would have captured in the Mewtwo and taking that thing out too, but because it's his turn, he's able to do that, deal 240 damage, and I'm just like, fuck, I don't know what to do. I think I have an idea for what I will do this turn, and that is send in a Mew so I'm able to see off something else, and then I'm just kind of doing this shit. Thank God I have one other Mewtwo left in that deck so I can actually see off something. But I'm going to junk arm out a Pokemon Collector and probably that Gardevoir, that makes sense, and get myself a level ball for some stupid reason. I have no idea why I got that, truth be told. I was like, yeah, I'm going to junk arm out for a catcher, even though I already have a catcher in my hand. That's so stupid. I could have saved that junk arm until next turn, just in case. So I don't really know what the fuck I was thinking on that turn, but I get to put down Cleffa, and I'm going to go ahead and hopefully see off a Mewtwo if there's one left in my deck. I don't know what does happen to be prized, but as you can see, there was 2 left, and now Mews are able to X-Ball thanks to Gardevoir, and thanks to see off, thanks to see off putting Mewtwo in the Lost Zone. So kind of a 2-part thing going on, and then I finally got both parts lined up, so that's how that goes. He's going to go ahead and Sage his training. I do not have a junk arm, otherwise I would really love to bring in that Mewtwo. I don't know what he has in his hand. I don't really have a whole hell of a lot going for me. At least my Mews are able to attack for the cost of only 1 Psychic Energy. I could shuffle out my hand with Cleffa, that's always an option. I'm kind of just waiting to see what he's going to end up doing, and things and stuff, I suppose. Brings in another Tynamo for a 3rd Electric later. I don't know, that's kind of just asking for... I don't know. I don't know what's happening to this narration. Somebody help. Okay, so he's going to be able to get this electric out next turn if he doesn't get a switch or anything like that. I'm pretty sure he would just put an energy on it, and then use the electrics to put him on something else anyways. What do we got? We got Super Rod, which is going to put back... I'm looking to see what it can put back. He can put back Thundurus. He can put back... Yeah, he's probably going to end up putting back the Thunduruses and as little energy as possible so he can just attach it onto different things, so that kind of works. Draw into a junk arm, which is pretty handy. That's the 2nd time in the game I've drawn into something that I would very much appreciate right off the bat. So I'm going to junk arm out the level ball that I junk armed out for on the previous turn, which is really stupid. I could have junk armed out the 2 cards out I used to junk arm out for that level ball in the first place. And then, that was kind of a waste. But I'm going to go ahead and catch her in that Mewtwo, take it out. And, the score for Mewtwo's downed, according to both of us, is 1-1. I don't know why I went for the side drive. I guess it was kind of downing the amount of energy in play. Let me think. There was my 4. I don't know why. I had enough. I'm pretty sure I had enough. 6 with X-Ball. Times 2 is 122. Yeah, I would have done the same fucking amount. I don't know why I went for side drive. Whatever, I have a DCE. That's good to go on the Mewtwo in my hand or the Mew on the bench, that kind of thing. So not really a horrible mistake, just something that, you can get your palm out of your face now. I understand how bad that was. But he brings in Cleffa just because it's got free treat, and then he can bring in Zekrom and take me out. The problem with him taking me out with Bolt Strike is that leaves me free to just, put a double colorless on Mew, and then I can just take him out with the X-Ball, so that's how that works. What do we got going on? I could catch her in something else to try to stall for a little bit of time, but I don't remember if I do that. I don't think I feel like doing that, so I'm just going to put a Psychic Energy on it just to be fancy, and that gives me enough to X-Ball for 100 and take him out, and the score is evened up at 2-2, drawn to another Mew as well, so I can use that Mew to X-Ball, or I can use something else. I don't remember if we learned what he has in his hand yet, but there is something I'm kind of worried about. But he's going to go ahead and put down a Zekrom and a Tornadus just to get some things to have powered up. He can power up any one of them thanks to the 3 electrics he has on his bench. So if I were to have captured some of those guys in sooner, that probably would have hindered his process a little bit. But this Mew's dead, and then I can either send in Mew with the double colorless or something else. He hasn't tried to catch her in my Gardevoir, which I'm really grateful for, just because that is a fairly easy kill at this point, thanks to, or with a Bolt Strike or a Disaster Bolt, that kind of thing. But he sends in Zekrom, that thing will just die to, another X-Ball, thanks to Mew or Mewtwo, I believe. So what do we got going on? Got Cleffa on the bench because it's got Free Treat going on. Also got some catchers going on. I decide it's time to bring out the big guns, the blig guns for anyone that watches Master Yorgi. But I'm going to go ahead and X-Ball, kind of deja vu from the other couple of turns ago. And scores 1-1 now. Problem is this leaves him bench space, so if he wants to get one of the Mewtwo's out that I saw, and it turns out he has it in his fucking hand anyway, and he can power it up with as many energies as he wants with the electrics on the bench, and the Cleffa has Free Treat. So it was the play I didn't really want to do. It was probably going to end up boiling down to that anyway. But that's all I got. So he's just going to go ahead and take me out in this next turn with an X-Ball. And he's going to try to go for the overkill, I believe, by going for 1 or 2 plus powers or something like that. Just to rub it in my face. I took him out with fucking Mews in the other game, so I guess that was kind of revenge for that. But this is the game that happened before that, and he just gets absolute overkill on the first one. And that's how it goes. That's the game. It was a 1-1. Still had a lot of fun with it, though. If you guys enjoyed it, too, you're welcome to leave a like rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. I'll probably check the comments for this later tonight, and then just PM somebody with 3 codes, whoever got closest to what I had for lunch, or what I actually did have for lunch. That kind of thing. We'll see what ends up happening there. Plus, I got to record some more games today because I'm all out. I'm all out. I got to get some more. Anyway, that'll do it for me. And the next time you see TCGO, it'll be a fresh batch. So look forward to that, and I'll see you later.